Alright, so this is the last video that we're going to do on how to show you how to make a mask. And this one is out of an old t-shirt, so I got this one from my college and it has a couple holes in it, so I'm going to make a face mask out of it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it out like this. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this edge off because we don't need this. So I'm going to open my rotary cutter. I'm just going to cut that edge off like so and make sure I get the whole thing. So my rotary cutter doesn't seem to want to work today. Alright, so we've cut our edge off and we don't need this. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 2, maybe 1 inch strips of the fabric, and those are going to be what we're going to use to tie it. Leave that. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut them. We don't want to cut it there. Alright, so we have our strips that we're going to use to tie it. And now what I'm going to do is I want to cut one more. And you don't have to use a rotary cutter for this, you can just use a pair of scissors if that's all you've got. Okay, so now that I have this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to eyeball this because I don't have a measuring tape right now. But I'm going to cut out a piece of fabric that is about 7 or 8 inches, so that's going to be enough to cover my face. I'm just going to cut here, up a little bit, and then I'm going to cut across. So now I have this piece of fabric. And you can make multiples out of this if you want to, because I have a lot more t-shirt fabric here. I'm going to set this aside. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unfold it. And I'm going to get all of my strips situated, and I'll be back in a second to show you how to make it. Alright, so I was mistaken. We only need 2 of these strips. Okay, so I have my piece of fabric here, and I've laid it out. And we're going to lay it out to where it's a long ways, and what we're going to do is we're going to lay 1 strip down here. And we're going to lay our other strip that way. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold these 2 edges over. Okay. We don't need to sew anything or whatever, but you are welcome to glue this side in. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie these 2 strands together. And when I do that, I'm going to fit it over my head. I'm going to tie it nice and tight. Make sure it's not going anywhere. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that these actually overlap each other so that they have a better chance of staying together. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to very carefully pull it up to my face and sit it on my nose. And I'm going to pull this up and over my head so it's nice and tight. So I have that here and it's sitting there, it's ready to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up a little bit. And I'm just going to pull. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to tie it. And that is how you make your face mask out of a t-shirt and a pair of scissors.